don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Reset. 19. 51. Night, sweetheart. Motion. 51, Mike.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of 2 there, second down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block in with the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
It's a game of 4, and it's third down.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Shoot. Save.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd and 9, Watson on the screen. This is Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Check 53. We own it. We own it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Hang Tucson. Bam, bam. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. And down right around the 37. That one good for 37 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Ready? He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check, 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 check. Under crush, under crush.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 28.
Yeah, baby.
It's a game of 7.
Kill, travel.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Check 13. Check 13. Switch.
Jim. Watch.
Gone.
Check 3.
Keep him.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases, That one worked really well for them.
Only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
3 down, 3 down.
Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jannard Avery just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. These two teams all tied after 1. To throw is Watson. He's going to air one out. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Trevor Daniel. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go! Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch.
Hurry up.
Gordon fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Recon, 132 fighters. Look at me, zipper.
Let's go, let's go.
Let's go.
3rd and 2, Locke. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready,
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Rap 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Charlie.
Check. Check out.
Shoot.
From the gun, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Leo. Now.
Here's Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw on second down. Luck. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and
3. Ready up.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Now. Hey, Alpha.
51, Mike 51. Stay with your man.
Go.
Back to throw. Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
5.
After the sack on 1st down, Luck got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Whip. Watch the whip.
6'6", bullet high.
Check 53's Mike.
You must be dreaming.
Out.
Hey, zoom. Let's go.
From the 29, Luck He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Ready? 53, check 53. Know your job.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And a short gain here down to the 22. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Lott. And that will be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a...
And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break. Watson. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked to...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dante Pettis, 70 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Mike, 53.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 88 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Love. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Yo, go!
Check 53 is mine. Watch the back.
Yo, deep dribble.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
They're not ready for this, man. You're out. They're still playing soccer. Hard. Get it.
Out of the gun, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They run again with Breida. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Faking the give, now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And goes 70, Indy.
Now Gordon on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, wahoo!
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go.
Now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
General West. Right.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
10 Lobo.
Mike, number 53. Mike.
Smooth.
I don't even know why this team shows to go.
On 2nd and 7. Luck looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Go. Hey, Echo.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey,
Ready, ready.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On first down, it's long. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make hey, lock it.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First down, Texans.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a give coming right is Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida, 75 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods to book.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On the
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Weapon.
53, check 53. Hey, 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 hey. 25, check 25. Go.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Yep.
I got him. He's mine. Check 99. Check 99.
Fair. Gone.
He's cracked.
On fourth down, Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is it. 188. 154. Oh, yeah.
On first down, here's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So, Charles,